What's up, guys? This is Tristan, aka Young Pressure. Today, we're going over how to get your first $10,000 month in pressure washing. It's extremely tangible. Anyone can do it. You can do it for sure. So, if you got a couple of minutes, this can completely change your future. If you want to, you can hit that subscribe button as I'm posting weekly. This will help your business grow exponentially. So, stay tuned for daily, weekly updates. I'm aiming for 5 to 7 videos a week. So it's consistent, it's going. Let's get this going. So the first thing that we need to do is recognize what would 85-year-old self do? What would 85-year-old Tristan do? What would 85-year-old you do? He probably wouldn't give a fuck, and he would probably go out there and do it and charge accordingly and tell yourself to not be afraid, to not do anything, to not really care about what everyone else is thinking, to not care about what your family, your friends are thinking, these external sources of opinions. Ask yourself from a third person perspective, what would 85-year-old self do? And then you go out there and do exactly what he would do. Because you look back and you look into the future and it's like, this guy would probably not give a fuck. He would probably tell me to start a business instead of do the 9 to 5, instead of living in the rat race, instead of doing all these things. So do what that guy says. Okay, so let's transition. You need to film everything and you need to post everything. Okay, from the marketing perspective of how do we get jobs consistently, you need to film everything and you need to post everything. Film all before afters, film you doing the work. People love seeing you do work. So whenever you can exemplify that to the people that you're doing the work, that I'm the work, like I'm working, I'm doing these things, I'm hustling. People respect that. They really do. So they love seeing other people work rather than just before afters, because anyone can basically copy and paste a before and after. But if it's actually your work and they see that you're actually doing it, it builds a little bit more credibility, rapport throughout, at least in the back of their mind. Just makes sense, right? What I like to do too is I utilize Facebook stories. So I post on my personal story, so I'm not blowing up their feed. And if they go to my profile, it's only business and only this, but I like putting on the Facebook stories because it's up there for 24 hours. And if people see that I'm consistently doing these works, these consistent jobs, they are more likely to pull the trigger. And it's a little bit more of an organic way to not blow and be spammy in a way to your fellow family, friends, close friends, everything like that. So I like to put on my Facebook stories, just kind of expressing, the gratitude towards actually being able to do this stuff. So, kind of pivoting, and we need to be able to charge accordingly in having a $10,000 a month pressure washing. And you could do it from this. You could have one $10,000 job. You could have two $5,000 jobs. You could have three $3,333 jobs. You could have 10 $1,000 jobs, or you could have 20 $500 jobs. But point being, you're probably not going to get there by doing $250 jobs or by $300 jobs. So how can we do this? So you need to create offers so good people feel stupid saying no. Right? So people feel stupid saying no, literally feel stupid saying like, I don't know if I can do this. So how can we do this? How can we basically compile these offers where people feel stupid saying no is you need to develop a package system where you have a bronze, a silver, a gold. I like to do this because consciously they're going to select the middle package. So, you look at the movie theaters, right? And they have this popcorn for $5.50. They have the medium popcorn at like $7.50. And they have the large at $8. And it's a no-brainer to get the large because I want more popcorn throughout the movie. So I'm just going to go with the large, 50 extra cents, whatever, right? But you're creating an offer so good that they feel stupid saying no. So whatever that comes to mind with you. Like what I like to do is I keep the exterior house wash at a bronze, and then I'll offer like a little bit of an incentive, like a 10% if you do the exterior house wash and the gutter clean, and then I'll offer like a 12% if you do exterior house wash, gutter clean, and then like the exterior windows or like a roof wash, right? So that is that's a huge thing. You got to create an offer so good people feel stupid saying no. You need to acquire the skill of being relatable. So pivoting again, acquire the skill of being relatable. People can sense roboticness. People can sense inorganic. People can sense spammy. People can sense forceful. I think the best way to sell something is to not sell them at all. So if you can acquire the skill of being relatable and actually talk about them rather than talking about the pressure washing or talking about the service that you're going to be providing, if you can acquire the skill of, recognize, right? The more knowledge that you have, the more aware that you become. The skill of being relatable is being more aware of your surroundings. So if they have an Ohio State flag outside, you're probably going to be talking about more Ohio State, or, their college, or if they have kids, or if they have a dog, talk about those things. But don't be so canceled of your environment, and don't just think about the service, because people can sense the forcefulness of it, and it's going to be a lot harder of a sell. Okay. So just acquire the skill of being relatable. That's a big thing within propelling your business to a $10,000 a month. So again, pivoting, charging a premium price, and you're raising your prices. And if you're raising your prices, right, if you're charging premium prices, you got to build a better experience, and you got to build more value. Okay. So this is the people like, oh, how can you charge that? Well, you need to know your worth. You need to know your worth. You need to know that you build a better experience and build more value than anyone else. What does that look like in your eyes? I can give you a couple of examples of what I do. I like to do video estimates. I like to literally bring them outside and show them the contrast between dirty and clean. I will ask them what their favorite candy is or what their favorite hobby is, and then I will actually deliver just a small item just for my appreciation and gratitude, because a lot of people love the expression of hospitality and gratitude. So if they mention they like Skittles, I'm definitely going to bring a pack of Skittles. You could buy it for like $2. Come on. And it just means a lot to them, right? And you're just building the experience, because they're like, I was talking to a guy. He was like, you remember my name? I was like, yeah, I remembered your name. Your name's Eduardo. And he was like, a lot of people don't remember that. And I'm like, well, dude, it's just the little minute details of building a better experience, and the better experience is the more value, and the more value that you provide, the bigger the prices that you could charge. That's the biggest thing. If you're just going to go out there and do the pressure washing and leave and collect the check, yeah, sure, charge $250, whatever. But if you want to charge a $1,000 job, or a $2,500 job, or a $3,000 job, you got to build the experience, and you got to build more value, and you got to know you're worth it. So pivoting, people pay for speed. Okay. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 6th point that I've got. Okay. And I'll regurgitate them all back to you at the very end, but people pay for speed. So if it's kind of like the economy, the fast economy, whenever you need something online, you got to pay a little bit more extra, right? So people pay for speed. People pay for that ability to have it quicker. So availability and efficiency is king. So if you have availability, you already have a step ahead. Okay, so don't be worried of like, oh, I don't have 2 weeks booked out. People pay for speed, so this could give you an advantage over your competitor. So deliver the quote fast, deliver the service efficiently and righteously, and then your availability can definitely give you the ability to charge premium pricing. So whether that, what that looks like in your eyes, better equipment. I don't think you need to have better equipment. I don't think you have to have sexy equipment to have a $10,000 a month, or even a $20,000 a month, or even a $50,000 a month. But to have systems in place and what that looks like in your eyes, that's for you to decide, my guy. And we'll go into that in a different video. But just kind of regurgitate everything back to you. What would 85-year-old self do in a situation? He probably wouldn't give a fuck, and he would probably do the things that he needs to do. And he would probably tell you to build a business instead of working at the 9-to-5 rat race. You need to film everything. You need to post everything. Utilize Facebook stories. You need to create an offer so good people feel stupid saying no. Acquire the skill of being relatable. Charge premium pricing. And if you charge premium pricing, that means you need to build a better experience and build more value. And then people pay for speed, availability, and efficiency is king. Guys, if you like this type of content, if you like this type of video, smash the like button, as it helps out a ton. And we are trying to grow your business so big that you can instill some of these lessons that I've learned throughout the entire course. I don't sell a course. I don't sell anything. So that's about as much I'm going to ask from you. If you can hit that subscribe button. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to get some pizza. You already know the deal. But I love each and every single one of y'all. I'm going to keep going. You got to keep going. And we'll rock and roll. All right. Peace.